and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of After the ATB show, aka Show Diggity, aka Show What You Want Call It. You feel me? And I'm also here with my main man, ATB Josh. He is here in the building. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am feeling very fatigued right now. It is blazing hot outside. If you live in Jersey or relatively in this tri-state area, it's been feeling on and off. It's been, I don't even know. It's like sprinklers. One moment, I can't even say sprinkler. It's been bipolar, to tell you the truth. Like, because one moment,
bipolar is crazy.
Yeah, because that's the best way to describe it. And no offense to anybody that do have bipolar disorder, but like, yo, this on and off stuff a little different. You know what I mean? Like 1 minute it's sunny, humid, then drops out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's raining currently over here in my area, Jersey. So like it's a storm. Like my shit just alerted me saying, "Yo, storm alert," all that. So it's one of them days. It's gonna be one of them days. Like chat, it's gonna be one of them days. But this will be a relatively short episode, as we were saying earlier on our social media, bro. Make sure y'all follow that ATB Pod on Instagram and on Twitter /X. We had some technical difficulties, so we're gonna hopefully get through the show, but we're gonna keep it kind of short. Cause plus the game's about to start like in the next half hour. Excuse me, not half hour, like hour and a half. We're gonna start watching that. But let's get right to it, man. It's game 6. Tonight is game 6. It is closeout time. It's 3-2 in favor of OKC. Shomer, I'm just gonna ask you straight to the point, man. Do the Indiana Pacers survive the night? Do they force a game 7?
They survived the night because they won a game 7 and I won a game 7. So
I won a game 7 as well.
We already talked about this multiple times throughout the live that we just want to see a game 7 happen because
it hasn't been a lot of good game 7s this playoffs.
No, not really. And when the last time we had a game 7 in the finals?
What was that? Warriors and Cavs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured that was the last time.
Because since the decade started, like most of the Lakers finals was in 6. The Milwaukee Bucks and Suns finals was in 6.
What about Boston and that ain't go 7. Boston and Warriors, did it? That was 6 as well.
Boston, that went in 6. The last 2 finals ended in 5, which was Miami and Denver, and
Denver beat out Miami 2-5. Yeah,
and then Boston and Dallas. That was
there you go. There go Cam. What up, Cam? What up, Cam?
What up, man? Thank you for joining the show, man.
Always, man. Yeah, like I like a game 7. Mm-hmm. Especially because like it'll wrap up the basketball season. I think we need what the hell just fell? What the hell was that? All right, I'll figure that out later. But something dropped in my room and I don't know what it was. But yeah, we need a game 7, bro. We need a really good game 7. I think we only had like maybe 2 game 7s this playoffs. Houston and Golden State, which Golden State won in a blowout fashion, and then there was the other Clippers and Nuggets, which was a great series, but Nuggets won that in a blowout fashion. Yeah. So it's like I want a competitive game 7. I don't know if we're gonna get. I'm gonna disagree with you. I don't think we're getting a game 7. I think OKC wins his first NBA championship.
Well, that depends on Tyrese Halliburton, though.
Yes, that does depend on Tyrese Halliburton. So coming into this live, we still have no update if Tyrese Halliburton is going to play tonight. They said the Pacers and Rick Collins has said they are expecting to play without him, but he's still dealing with that. It was a calf strain, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, the calf strain, but it was relatively a calf injury, which I'm kind of scared of because all these calf injuries, you know what the next thing end up leading to after that, right?
Mm-hmm. So Cam said they might be playing, but I've been refreshing my timeline like 10 times all day, every hour on the hour, waiting for like that announcement that he's playing. I ain't heard nothing from Shams. I ain't heard nothing from Woj. I ain't heard from ESPN, Fox. I ain't heard Jack.
I heard a tweet. Well, not heard because you can't hear a tweet. Well, you can hear a tweet, but you can see a tweet. But anyway,
you know what I mean when I say that. Yeah. Don't make it literal. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Nah, because like I seen like this. All right, let me say a post. I seen a post that spoke in regards to it was a quote from Rick Carlisle on the condition and the state of the team or what they're going to do without Tyrese Halliburton going into this next game, and he said that they're preparing for game 6 as if Tyrese was not going to play. So like we said, I think it's 50-50. I'm looking it up right now to give you guys an accurate thing on what is going to happen what is Tyrese Halliburton's status. But yeah, I'm honestly, like I said, I'm looking forward to a game 7. That's what I really want. But if it happens to be in a game 6, let it be a dominant game 6. Show the Thunder need to actually, like, I'm not saying what they need to do because Jalen Williams had an
Jalen Williams was cooking, bro.
Amazing game. Like, he was been cooking this entire series after that game 1. I think he's stepped it up in every single way. Chet actually tried to do what he can, but like I said, I still feel like he's still the X factor within. It's just as much as Shea is dominating and Jalen
40
Williams.
points. Just for context, you don't know. 14 to 25, 3 of 5 from the 3-point line, 9 of 12 from the free throw line, 40 points total, plus minus. He had a plus 14, 6 rebounds total. He just 35 minutes played. He was just out there just killing, bro. Killing.
Yeah. Violent.
If he bring that to game 6 in Indiana, it's a pack it up, bro. Close the casket. It's ring night, bro. It's ring night.
Yeah. A lot of people are calling this ring night tonight. So I mean, it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
But I'm one of the individuals that's saying that.
Also, what's the percentage for you tonight? 100%?
If Tyrese Halliburton don't play, it's 100%. If Tyrese Halliburton plays, I'll lower it to roughly 60 to 75%.
Okay.
Because I feel like OKC is not going to play around with them. Because the psychological blow is there, right? Like we still don't know if Tyrese Halliburton is playing. So the fans coming in are going to have that psychological blow to them. The players already know. And if you OKC, which you're not messing around. Even if he played, we coming at them. We attacking that cab, bro. We going after you. We gonna make you run. We gonna make you defend. We gonna make you move. You are going to be in pain all day long. We're coming after you. And if he don't play, pack it up. They, in my opinion, if he don't play, they coming out and dropping 20 on them very early. They go up to a 20-point lead very early. They are not. I feel like if I'm OKC, I'm not playing around. I'm putting my foot on their neck and I'm ending this right now.
Man,
I'm coming in with a hot Jalen Williams, a hot Shea, who might be Finals MVP. But
I think he will be. Honestly, I think he will be. I mean,
they saying they starting McConnell. Ooh. Oh no, they are starting McConnell. Okay. Okay. I misread that. I misread what Ross saying. Yeah, I kind of think you might need to start TJ McConnell low key.
I mean, after the performance he had last game, that was one hell of a performance.
He's had multiple performances like this in the playoffs, and he was a single reason why they were still in the game, along with Pascal, of course. But I think you kind of need to start McConnell now, bro. You need some more offense.
Those backup spark minutes. Do you have now? You got to rely that whole spark on Benedict Mathurin. Now that whole spark, because remember, it was definitely a spark from between both of them, Benedict Mathurin and TJ McConnell. So it was just
he said JJ Barea can do it, so can TJ. You got a point. JJ Barea can do it, so can TJ.
Not saying that TJ can't do it. I believe TJ can do it. Where's that spark coming up after the fact?
You talking about when it's time for the starters to rest?
JJ Barea was good to start for that team because Jason Kidd was like
JJ Barea was cold.
It was more than just him that was coming off that bench that made that whole bench cold. You had Samuel Dalibert in terms of size off the bench. You had Caron Butler got injured. And Tyson Chandler was a starter.
You had JT. You had JT, didn't you? Jason Terry. JT came off that bench too, hitting threes from the corner.
I thought he was a starter. Could have sworn he was a starter, but
JT?
I think JT was a starter.
I can't remember. I thought JT was coming off the bench during that time.
It's either that or they had Sean Marion coming off the bench. And
I got chat. Check that for me, bro. Cause I thought JT was coming off that bench during that 2011
I promise you. Look that one up, chat. Let's see if because I'm pretty sure that JT started, but I don't think he. Nah. If he did come off the bench, I can't. Look, Rod, your argument might be right, but like I said, you got to rely on Benedict Mathurin. If I was Carlisle, I would have started Mathurin over Nice. Okay, nah. Because
I don't know about that.
Lee Smith has been on a tear since that Knicks series, and I don't think I want to mess up that momentum because he's still been doing what he can do on this team for what it is. The matchups are a little bit different, but at the same time, it's like it can still make some ways in there. Benedict Mathurin is more of that spark plug player that you come off of the bench that I don't want to say he's JR because he's a little bit more than JR because he could do a lot, but he's really, really good at what he
JT
does.
came off the bench.
JT came off the bench.
Sean Marion was in the lineup though. You was right about that. Tyson Chandler, Dirk Nowitzki, Deshaun Stevenson.
Deshaun Stevenson. That was the okay.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm like literally in my head, like there's no. I promise you, JT's as far as I'm JT's never been a starter in my eyes.
But no, for the first championship run, he was. But for after that, it was
like even in his Boston days, he came off the bench, but he was old by then.
But
the next day, off the bench, and in the Maverick days, off the bench.
Because he was good though. When he
in Atlanta, he was a starter. He was a starter, I believe, in Atlanta.
Yeah,
but during that Mavericks run, because he was one of their offensive scorers off the bench, hitting the threes.
Stevenson is a legend.
Sean Stevenson is a legend. That's hilarious.
No, he really is. No, but for real, man.
That's why I kept like scratching my head. I'm like, hold up, bro, hold up. But nah. I mean,
like, are you starting Neesmith? Would you start Neesmith, or would you start not start Neesmith? Would you start Mathurin?
I don't know. It's like who's I don't think over Neesmith. I think I would start Neesmith right now.
But you would definitely start what's his name over
You talking McConnell?
Yeah.
Yes. McConnell's been one of my best offensive players in this game. And not in this, but in the series, excuse me. He's been one of my best offensive players. Like right now, you need scoring. Again, I'm going off the idea that Tyrese Halliburton not gonna be there tonight. So who gonna score the ball for you?
Nobody. Like that's the thing. I think if I'm not mistaken, he might have led. Let me fact check that chat. He might have led the series. I mean, not the series, that game in scoring for the Pacers. I honestly believe that because for every minute that he was playing on that floor, he earned every point. there was nothing that was saying Thunder. Got you.
Well, the Thunder are also outscoring them by like 11. Excuse me, not 11, by like 8. They're outscoring them by like 8 points, bro. Like they've been running up the scores on them.
Well,
like
the same not the same play. They keep running the same bets on them, and it's crazy.
It's interesting. There's something I do want to see. You remember I think it was game 3, right? Even a little bit game 4, where the Thunder struggled offensively and the Pacers were just playing better defense.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they kind of switched. I think you even talked about it. They switched, not like they switched their defensive scheme where they was playing a little bit more man, and they were like, we're not going for help versus the Thunder in game 3. Like they went to go help and they got cooked instead of trusting their fellow man. My boy Chris said, "Highly Boot got to pack his bag. It's over tonight." Yeah, I said that too, Chris. It's over. I think it's over. Even if he don't play, so even if you do or you don't play, I think it's over. I think it's a wrap. Shona, you disagree with me on that, but I think it's a wrap.
Because the basketball fan in me wants to see a game 7, and I did want Indiana. I'm always going to root for the underdog, no matter what. That's just how I'm built. Because
I would never root for Indiana, bro. I would never root for Indiana.
Yeah, I'm just only rooting for them because Tyrese Halliburton. I like them as a player in the draft. It's just it's unfortunate what he did to the Knicks. It's just unfortunate. Oh, trust me, we're gonna get our get back though. We are definitely gonna get back.
Yeah, sure, better get our get back. Yeah, this still no timetable if he's playing tonight. So I'm at the point, bro. It might be over.
So a lot of role players need to step up for the win. If that doesn't happen, then it's over. I mean, yeah, that's true. Like McConnell, he was their second. Well, he wasn't their first, but he was their second because Pascal had 28. But the man's had. Make sure go back again. I ain't trying to say something wrong. 18 points. 18 points. It's crazy. And only 22 minutes, Josh. You know,
that's all you talking about McConnell now too?
Yeah, I'm talking about McConnell because I'm like,
so all right. So that's been the conversation coming out. That was the conversation coming out too. Is that maybe TJ McConnell needs more minutes in the last stretch because you need more points. But Rick Carlisle said he was tired. That's what Rick Carlisle is, not mine. Either way, you gotta get his bull. He is 33, so he's kind of like he's getting up there in age. But you gotta get his bull some more minutes in the fourth. Yeah, you gotta give him more minutes.
This is not Philly TJ McConnell we still talking about here because Philly TJ McConnell was still good too. And this is not early TJ McConnell when he first got to the Pacers because when he first got to the Pacers, he was a dog. He was just on some very, very, very trash behind teams. But what I will say is that The Pacers have a chance to still take this game due to the fact that Jalen Williams also admitted in that interview, from that post-game interview, that they're also a team that they're trying to stop that play like us. So in order to beat this team, you got to play like them in a sense. Like play exactly like them because it's like a mirror going against each other, whether it's on the defensive end or the offensive end. The only thing
I agree with that.
is that the Thunder shoot way better threes. They're way better from shooting the three than
Pacers.
The Pacers, because the Pacers can get a look. They just don't have the players to really shoot that thing. And shout out to Obi Toppin, because I can't lie.
It's crazy how you say that, and I part of me wants to disagree after watching that Knicks series because they were just hitting nothing but threes.
Yeah, they were
just hitting nothing but threes. But you're right. They Miles Turner out there just shooting threes, playing the game on horror. Like McConnell just hitting threes. Naismith hitting threes. Halliburton hitting everything. The Halliburton striking everything in sight.
You know what the odds were like for all my betting people? You know what the odds were for TJ McConnell to make 2 threes? It was damn near plus like it was like 1,200. I forgot on which sports book, but because until they pay us, then we'll tell you. But but it was 1,200 for 2 threes, and the boy hit 1. So I'm like, yo, this is like, but nobody predicting that. Nobody's even expecting that even for the next game. So I mean, it really depends. Like this team really just chucks the thing up, and if it goes in, it goes in. I expect another good game out of Pascal Siakam going into this one. I expect him to be more on
he's going to have to be a dog in this one. He's going to have to be
the number one option.
He might have that. He's going to have to be alpha. He's going to have to be alpha in this one. And this game, if you want to survive for Game 7, you gotta win. You gotta be the dog, bro. You gotta be the big dog, and he's got the skill set to do it. I'm just wondering, like, is the pressure going to be too big for him now with everything going on? Again, I'm looking at from the Pacers. I'm looking at OKC. I've said it already, chat. OKC still need to go out there, put their foot on their neck, bro, and end this. Stop playing. I saw what Ross said. I'm not reading that, bro.
I got to. I still hate the Knicks for not playing defense on Nesmith for 2 minutes.
I hated it too because I watched that entire that entire game, man. That one hurt because I was cussing Shoma out in the chat, like, bro, what the is happening, bro? I was cussing Shoma out, bro. Like, why? Like, are y'all not putting a body on him?
No, there was bodies on him. Could they stay with him? Fuck no. Like, they just couldn't get killed off every goddamn screen. You let the man shoot open threes. Y'all contesting the thing, man. Anyway, that's the past news. I don't even want to get
that's we're gonna figure that out next year.
Yeah, I don't even want to
they still need to figure out what the hell they gonna do for a coach. Like, yo, what are they doing? Like, I'm
not
trying to transition, but like, what are they doing? Like, bro, go out there and get Mike Malone. Like, what are y'all waiting for?
That's what I've been hearing all day. Mike Malone.
It should be Mike Malone, bro. Like, this should have been done like last week.
Something, maybe the numbers not adding up. Something.
What's the number? Yo, what is the numbers? We already here. What is the numbers? Like, what are y'all like looking for? Because I'm not mad at Mike Brown. I would prefer Mike Malone though. Like, if we can't get Mike Malone, then get Mike Brown. But we can secure Mike Malone, which I feel like we can, which I know we can because we could throw him the back. What are you waiting for? Like, we already kind of know. Got the feeling like you're probably gonna fire the coaching staff. Tell Daddy Brunson to excuse my language. Dick up, bro. Dick up. We moving on without you too.
Unfortunately, that's what they probably are going to end up doing. Because like I said, they're getting. The thing is, remember what Lloyd said a couple episodes ago, right? When we did our recorded episode.
Oh, you talking about fire Tom Thibodeau, but they won't fire Leon Rose or something?
Exactly. So the thing is, they came in together. So what if they're also at some point gonna get rid of Leon Rose? Because if they get a little,
but I don't see the point of getting Leon Rose because in my opinion, Leon Rose hasn't. Yo, shout out Rod. Go ahead and mess around and get David Blatt.
And trolling.
I don't see the point. I don't see a point in getting Leon Rose. I mean, I'm not getting rid of Leon Rose because Leon Rose been doing a good job in my eyes.
Yeah, he has. But remember, there's things that look at the GM that got fired with Mike Malone. He brought in great pieces. I mean, don't get it wrong. He lost good pieces too, but they brought in great pieces.
The funny part about that is like the Mike Malone firing still don't confuses me because like, yo, you got mad at him for playing Russell Westbrook, right? So the next coach that came in and played Russell Westbrook, nothing changed. Nothing changed.
He's coming from the same like coaching staff. Like, so everything that he's seeing, like, damn, this guy Mike Malone's hands all over it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just try to take something from it and just use it because he don't got shit. What could he do? What could he do? All the things he could have done is just remember everything that Mike Malone probably could have gave him or told him or remember in the moment. Like that's all he could have really added to him for real. Like
that's true. That's true. But yeah, it's their coaching search is ridiculous. What we got 20 minutes. All right. Quick final hit on the game 6 of the finals. You think OKC loses tonight and Pacers will extend to 7? I wouldn't be mad at that. Bob Myers will be a great GM in my opinion. But
he ain't leaving TV. He loves TV right now.
Yeah, he not. But you got Pacers winning tonight. I got OKC winning. It'll be the first championship. If OKC does win, I'm thinking Shea. I think Shea will be Finals MVP. I'm pretty certain on that. If not, I think Jalen Williams might got that too. If Shea don't get it. Well, I know Shay's gonna give. I'm just playing hypothetical. Like if
it was an option because if you would have said Chet, I probably would have felt this share. But
hell no. I'm only saying like by that 40-point performance from Jalen Williams is like that might put voters in his head. Put his name in voters' head. What I mean, excuse me. But I think it's Shea by default. It's Shea by default in my opinion, and it's everybody's opinion should be Shea default. Where will Shank Ray rank? Now that he's won an MVP and a championship, because I think he'll be the first player. Did Joker do that? MVP and championship in the same year? Finals MVP?
Won it, did not get MVP.
Thanatos.
Thanatos.
He said Thanasis. He's saying Thanasis.
Finals.
Who was the last player to win MVP in the season and Finals MVP? Joker didn't do that?
Wasn't Joker. It was, I think, was it Giannis?
Giannis last. Oh, and I gotta Google that too.
If he won MVP in 2020, no, he won an MVP in 2020. So it gotta be let's look.
Shoot, now I gotta figure out to win MVP and Finals MVP. Because like I thought that was Joker because he won it so many freaking times. Oh, look like it's Steph Curry. Hang on. Last NBA player to won MVP and championship the same year. I know that Steph Curry did it, but
Steph Curry was the last person to do it.
That's what StatMuse say.
Nah, ain't no way. Because apparently they telling me it was Bron.
Hang on, players who won Kia MVP, and Finals MVP. Okay, that's why StatMuse told me MVP and championship. So Bron might have been the last person to win the actual regular season MVP and Finals MVP. Yeah, I know Embiid. We know Embiid did it, but he didn't win Finals. That's the thing.
Embiid. Yeah, he won it that year, but he ain't win it. Yeah, the year that he won it is the year that Embiid.
Steph might have won it because remember when Steph got the unanimous MVP and he went to the Finals, but they lost 3-1.
He could have, but then they gave it to Andre Iguodala. They gave it to Andre Iguodala.
Not 3-1. It was that was the Steph unanimous year, or was it the following year when they lost against Bron and them?
Unanimous year? His unanimous year, he lost.
His unanimous year.
Okay, yeah. His first year when he did, remember
his first, yes, he lost to Iguodala.
And now he would have been the first one since Bron to do it, which would have been crazy. But damn, imagine.
But Steph Curry the last person to win an MVP in the championship in the same year, though. Brown the last person to win an MVP and the Finals MVP in the same year. Yeah. So if Shea wins tonight, Shea will be since Bron in 2014 to win Finals MVP and the MVP in the same year. And to me, that makes him a top 5 player. I'm sorry, that makes you a top 5 player. That makes you a top 5 player automatically in my eyes.
I can't take that away from him. I mean, honestly, like I said, you're above. Damn, it could have been JT too. No, JT never won MVP. So yeah, it could have. You know what? Yeah.
No, JT never won it.
Yeah, he's up there. He's up there top 5.
You
like the whole argument was always like, is it Shea? Is it JT? What are we doing with it?
The thing about JT is I think JT plays on such a great team that he'll never be looked at as a true MVP in most people's eyes because his team is just so loaded.
It will be though.
I mean, if the rumors are true about Boston going through changes and possibly a small rebuild anyway, we'll see what JT looks like in the 2026, 2027 season, right? Mm-hmm. But I do want to move on to another situation that's been happening. KD, not really a situation, but development. KD has given out his trade destination, his dream destinations, his next venture. It is 3 places: San Antonio, Houston, and Miami. Why Miami? I have no clue. I legit have no clue what's in Miami for him outside of South Beach, but that's pretty much it. People did say Memphis. Oh no, people did say Minnesota wanted him, but KD said hell no. I don't blame him there. It's Minnesota and it's a bunch of cold. New York, he wanted New York. KD wanted the Knicks, but the Knicks said no because they wasn't going to give up whatever Phoenix wanted. Now, if you told me that Phoenix wanted Carl Anthony Towns, I call him Cat Williams. I call him Calvin Towns. I just added Williams out of nowhere. That's hilarious by me. If you wanted Carl Anthony Towns, I would have said hell yeah. I'll give Carl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart low key for KD. I'll give Carl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart. I would have took that trade.
But I'm glad. But the thing is, I would
take that trade. I'm just saying it's KD, bro. Like that's enough. That's enough, bro. That's enough to go. That's enough to get that shit.
Before, bro. Why do you want to take back the girl that dubbed you? She didn't even want to be with you the first time. Now you see,
that's different. Like he wanted, but that
a little bit of money on.
I mean, like that was different. I mean, he was cocky back then. Now he more humble. He realized like I need to win. Like he been on bro. He been with two bad dudes, 2 toxic individuals lately, bro. He needs some healthy relationship. He want a healthy partner now.
So when we was down bad trying to make you be healthy, right? To make you be healthy, you wanted to go in another situation, in another direction, to think you was gonna be healthier.
I'm just saying, Shomer, listen to me though. It's KD though, bro. It's KD. Like he still do things that the other girls don't do. It's KD, bro. Like I know. I'm happy with Brunson, but I look at Cat and I look at KD. It's like you don't got shooting ability like him, bro. But you don't got that. You can't stroke it like him. False.
No, you can't. You really damn.
You don't got that post spin fade Dirk style. He got it. You don't got that. You don't
stop playing with Cat. He did it. Remember,
you don't got that pull up, hit a 3 right in your face, bro, and just like
Look, Cat.
My boy Chris said, "Hey, that was crazy. That was crazy. I admit, Chris, that was crazy." But like he don't got it like that, man. Not like KD. KD got it. He just been in toxic relationships. He just needs some healthiness.
Nah,
like man. He just need to be something healthy.
After you realize you done fucked up. I don't want to. Don't come back. Don't come back after you realize the grass was green and you went to some green glue grass or some bullshit over there on the other side.
In Brooklyn.
Like, come on, bro. You thought the shit was greener in Brooklyn. You realize that, like I said to the Brooklyn fans all the time, as soon as he left, it was trash. We worked his ass every single time. As soon as he left. So I get it. He does make a difference to a team.
I mean, after the second year, I think I knew that team was going to discombobulate after that second year. When they traded for Ben Simmons, I said, when James left and they traded for Ben Simmons, I said, yeah, this is a wrap, bro. Back it up. This is a wrap.
I saw the potential until I heard that Kyrie said, shoot the ball, Ben.
Oh, yeah. That was the nail in the coffin. That was it. Rod said he needs to go to a win now team. I agree, Rod. He does need to go to a win now team. The question is San Antonio in a win now position if he gets there? Honestly, they probably will be in a win now. I'll actually put them in a win now position.
Money wise, the best sense.
Him and Wemby together, bro.
Well, no, my bad. Basketball situation wise, it would make the best sense. Money wise,
it would be too much.
It would make the best sense though.
Oh, it was still because they didn't pay. They don't got paid De'Aaron Fox just yet. Correct me if I'm wrong.
They did take on his contract. I don't know what contract they took on from him.
But is it like well, we know Wemby is it like a KD like contract? Because Wemby gonna get the Supermax, and Wemby I believe is still on a rookie deal.
Yeah, he is. I think he got like 2 more years after the season come up. He got like 2 more years.
Then he'll get the max from San Antonio. Wemby gonna get all the maxes from San Antonio. He'll get the Supermax too. the thing is, like with De'Aaron Fox, like what is his contract looking like? Is it enough that they could bite and still get KD, or are they gonna like, yo, we're gonna ship him out too and probably get somebody else to pair up with them too? Because KD and Wemby together is insane, bro.
So I'll tell you right now. So like I said, they got what's it called? They got Stephon Castle, who obviously there's a rookie, so they got him through 2027. They got Devin Vassell through 2028, 29. So he's a potential that might get traded because they owe him 20. What are we going into the 2025, 26 season? They owe him 27,000 next coming up. De'Aaron Fox is going into his last year of his deal, and they owe him 37,000. Right. So you got Keldon Johnson making 17.
De'Aaron Fox on a max, or
it looks like he's on the max because that's 37.
He's on the max.
Yeah, 37 mil. My bad. I kept saying 1,000. 37 mil.
37 mil.
Yeah. Victor Wembanyama, he's only going to make 13 mil going into his next year.
Yeah, that's fine. That's like I think that's a rookie deal.
And then his last year of his deal is the 26-27 season. So yeah, as of right now, they got a lot of space they can work with. Like I said, there's a lot.
I agree with that. Yeah, you're right.
Going into their last deals, the only like I said,
I didn't know how their books look. So all right, San Antonio. If he goes to San Antonio, that puts him in a win now situation. Him, De'Aaron Fox, Wemby, tough team to beat right there. Houston, that was a curious one.
Let's look at Houston.
Desmond Bain, Fred VanVleet. I don't know. I think he made Udoka coach his ass off. I like the Thompson twin down there. But does Katie put them over the hump though?
So look, Alperen Sengun got the max, so he's good till like 2030, which is crazy.
Not Desmond Bain. Who down there? Is that Desmond Bain?
Green is good till 2028.
I've got question marks around Jalen Green.
So there's a potential he might go because they owe him 33 going into this year. And their highest paid player is Fred VanVleet. And then Steven Adams was his last year. He's going to be a free agent. Dylan Brooks, he got until the next season.
Dylan Brooks, that's his name. Why did I say Desmond Bain, bro?
Oh, whoa. That effect, we can mention it. Desmond Bain. Since that happened last time we wasn't here, we could just segue real quick and then we go right back to us. But the trade. Desmond Bain gets traded to the Orlando Magic for KCP. And for first round picks.
Unprotected.
Unprotected. So there's a chance that I'll explain that in a little bit. But KCP, Cole Anthony, and the 4 first-round picks. All right. So what's your thoughts on this, Josh? What do you think is Memphis' direction going forward? And do you think this is also a good trade that helps benefit the Magic?
I don't know where Memphis' direction is going right now. I honestly I have no clue. I've been trying to figure that out, rack my brain around that. Because you still got Jerry Jackson, you still got Jerry Jackson Jr., you still got John Morant. I just don't know. Are you trying to do rebuild mode with the two of them? Are you trying to like trade the first round? Again, these are unprotected though. Are you trying to? These aren't like the protected first rounders where you can actually get more like value. Value. Thank you. These are unprotected, so people gonna kind of look at that with a raised eyebrow. Are you trying to like? Because at first I'm thinking, oh, they might be trying to go for the KD sweepstakes, but I'm thinking I don't think that's enough. I don't think KD want to go there. Personally, I don't think KD want to go there. So I have no clue what they're doing with the unprotected first rounders with John Morant and Jared Jackson and company down there. People have said they might be trying to do a whole rebuild altogether. That John might be on the move, Jared Jackson might be on the move. I don't know if that's true or not. I just saw a lightning bolt.
I hear it probably came up north now. You said it was from you, so definitely
because my room just flashed. I'm like, for terms of Memphis, I really don't know where they're going. There go the Thunder. I don't know where they're going. I don't know. I'm like kind of like I'm looking at this like with a bunch of question marks. Like, where's the direction? Where are you headed? What's the plan here? Because that trade came out of nowhere. Now for the Orlando part, I kind of been saying this to a lot of people. Desmond Bain is a good upgrade, but I feel like, and I've been saying this too. I think this is the Jason Tatum effect. Is that it's not going to be a top dog in the East next year. We're going into next season. Even with Indiana.
For the East, yeah. How they're looking at
for the East is no top dog. Indiana is beatable. Even I know they made it to the finals. I know they probably going to be favorites to go back to the final. They're beatable. Boston was the threat onto everybody. But now that Jason Tatum's out, and there might be changes coming to Boston. They might be losing Drew Holiday. They might be losing Kristaps Porzingis. They might lose Jaylen Brown if the rumors are true.
Yeah. So this might be a wide open conference. Now
and I'm thinking Orlando traded
wide open.
Yeah, and I think Orlando traded for Bane to put themselves in contention. Like, yo, we're putting all our chips on the table. Like, bro, we gotta win now. We gotta win now.
That's enough to win now?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Defense is immaculate for Orlando. Don't get it wrong. And I'm a Paolo believer.
I'm a big Paolo believer as well.
I'm still trying to get to the point. I'm a great player in Desmond Bane. Nothing personal against the man. I'm just not too keen on the guy becoming what the media portrays him and how I look at his game. Great shooter, great playmaker when he needs to be. Very strong and stocky guard.
Solid on defense.
Solid on defense.
But that's what I'm saying. Because I was asking myself that too. I don't know if it's enough to win. I think their vision is we're gonna put kind of like Toronto-ish, put all our chips on the table. We gotta win now. Cause the East again, wide open. I think you're gonna see more of these. I think you're gonna see more teams look around like, yo, bro, if we add a couple pieces, we might be able to get through the hump. We might get through that door.
Score. And maybe a legit playmaker, because like I said, the whole guard problem. I told you what the main problem was in Orlando. It was a guard problem. Maybe they figured it out, and maybe for Jalen Suggs to be that main guard there, maybe their point guard. But they still, you're going to rely on Anthony Black to still develop? I mean, you still can.
That's because I'm looking at their roster right now. They have a lot. They have a lot of guards, and it's just even.
That's why they traded for Desmond Bane, because it's like Anthony Black is not. You still need a forward for that team. I mean, they're very high on defense. Well, no, their forward is Paolo. I'm sorry, but then you got great defense and Jonathan Isaac. You still need a backup for him, which is I forgot their backup name, but he's not. You could still work some inner workings with that team, but the main thing with that team is defense is not an issue. It's their offense. Get a solid point guard, right? Even though you got that in Jalen Suggs, get another solid point guard because he could be a great guard for anything else, to be honest. Because he's more like your Josh Hart of that team. That's how I look at him. Get that solid point guard. You already got the shooter taken care of in Desmond Bane, which I really believe is a good option and a great pickup in that regards. You still need a bona fide scorer to help out Paolo. Because at points, what happens when Desmond Bane go cold?
Yeah.
What happens when Paolo goes cold?
Are they going to count on Jalen?
You got a cold shooter and a cold scorer. Who else going to pick up the slack after that?
Yeah, are they going to count on Jalen to do it?
Pick it up in defense. Pick it up in defense, but still. I
don't know. This was a weird trade for me. I don't know. I feel like I think if you're Orlando, yeah, you like what you got, but that's enough for you to win.
You need.
I feel like this was one of those I'm desperate now. Not even a desperate. This is I'm shooting my shot type trades. I need to go all in. Could you give a 4
first-round picks?
I get that they're unprotected, but still, that's a lot for Desmond Bane, bro. You would have thought that motherfucker was cool, John Moran or something.
Josh, they had the worst shooting in the last 21st. This was the last. I mean, the worst scoring, either the worst shooting or scoring team in the last 21st century of the game. That's how bad they were. Or in the last 25 years of the game. That's how bad they were when it came to scoring. And you kind of saw it a little bit especially with all the injuries they got. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me stop disrespecting them. Franz is there. That Franz is another scorer for them. So you know what? Franz Wagner is a great scorer for this team just as much as Paolo. So I mean, like I said, if this team can stay
but
healthy,
is it enough?
Now that I think about this, could be a great.
It's a great pairing, but is it enough? I'm not saying Orlando gonna be scrubs next year. I think they're gonna be back in the playoffs. I think they're gonna be tough. I'm looking at, is it enough to get over the hump? Because you're going to see Indiana. You're going to see the Knicks. You're going to see Cleveland. And I think Cleveland are frauds, though. You're going to see these teams. You might see Boston just with Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
We might see Philly. Philly running it back with Paul George, Tyrese, and Embiid.
I don't know. I seen the trade. I seen the thing today. They said he might go to Utah. I'm like, yo,
Oh,
wait a
bro.
minute. Wait a minute.
Is he? Because
Paul George
I
to
heard
Utah is
because
crazy.
I'll be talking to Doc. Doc
Yeah.
is like basically a 6 insider at this point. Doc saying, yo, they running the back. They running the back. They all running the back. Like they running the back.
Remember, Philly's also delusional too, so don't let them. Don't let them, like as much as, and I respect Doc 110, but it's just like that fandom gets to them. It's like I told them, they're no better than Knicks fans. Like you really are. Like it's when the trains start going, you guys go on ride and don't even care if the wheels fell off. If they fell off 10 miles ago, you think they still running the imaginary brain. They don't give a fuck. They're gonna keep going and still believing in that shit. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what
I agree with Cam too. Paul George is supposed to be traded, but I don't know if they're going. I don't know who trades for him personally. I don't know. I don't know what you get for him.
Apparently, Utah got interest in him. Brooklyn had interest in him.
Yeah, Brooklyn. If you're Brooklyn or Utah, yeah, you could use a Paul George, but it ain't gonna do much.
Yeah, I honestly, he will be miserable wherever he goes if he's
like he want to go to a place like I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to boost up these podcasting numbers. I'm trying to get Gilly and Stephen A back on the show. They ain't coming to Utah. They might come to Brooklyn, but they ain't coming to Utah.
They damn sure ain't coming to no damn Utah. Look, maybe maybe the energy of the Eagles might inspire the team to.
I doubt it.
You never know. Championship. They getting their chips.
I doubt it.
They getting their chips, bro. They getting their rings, man. They got.
I doubt it.
Something got to motivate them.
It's Paul George, bro, and it's Joel Embiid, yo. You talk about two different fans, bro. The Eagles won in the last 10 years. The Philadelphia 76ers ain't been to the conference finals since I had braids, bro.
Hey, look, you see what happens with.
Like I had corn rolls, bro. When the last time the 76ers was in the conference finals.
Yeah, it was AI in it, huh?
Yes, he's the reason why I got corn rolls, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's hard, like I said, hard to believe. I used to have corn rolls back in the day too. But trust me, I'm gonna find that picture. I think I'll be gelling. When I find that picture, I'll be like, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, man, that Orlando and Memphis trade, man, and still crazy to me. We're gonna see what's gonna happen in the offseason. Maybe they might make more trades, and Paul George is still a mystery up in the air. But
oh my god, bro, I'm not shit.
What you mean?
I'm just laughing. That's all. Don't worry about it.
No, yeah, it's just. Yo, Josh, crazy, man.
I'm just laughing, bro. I'm just laughing. It's like I commend people who could pull off a dome, bro, a bald head. I got like dome shaped heads. I can't do that, bro. I can't. Yeah, I gotta keep my hair as long as I can, bro. I can't pull that off, bro. I can't.
Bro, people saying like I'm pulling it off. Like, all right, I'm pulling it off, but
nah, you could get some, like you could walk out there and be confident in your bald head, bro. I wouldn't be able to do that, bro. I wouldn't be able to
like the challenges that come with it. Like, yeah, you could walk with it, but like you got the old head stuff that come with it. Like you gotta walk around with a towel sometimes when it get too high. I gotta put the
all right. I gotta settle this right now. When you eat, all right, when you eat, do you start to sweat?
Yes.
Oh, so that is I knew that was a bald head thing. I kept trying to tell my dad only bald head people do that, bro. When y'all eat, y'all sweat. I don't know why.
Some real hot, spicy shit. Like, yes, I would sweat. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would sweat.
Like, he was just thought like he looked like you just got done working out. I'm like, yo, bro, why are you sweating? Everybody else is chilling. Like, nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's where all that steam get covered up in your head, so nothing.
Yo, recently, my barber and I was actually talking about this too, about old people. Because he like in his 50s, so he getting up there. He said his kids bought him some Skechers, bro. He said I'm about to take them motherfuckers back because I was like, yeah, Skechers ain't really. Skechers is like at no in between. It's like Skechers. You wear Skechers when you young, like when you a kid, like a toddler. That's when you start wearing Skechers, and then when you get like to 80, 90, that's when you start wearing Skechers, bro.
All right,
it's like ain't no in between.
Even if you work in a hospital, I'll give you that. You know,
if you get working like because they probably balling because he stand up on his feet. They got I used to work in a sneaker store, so I know they got the memory foam insole and all that. I get it, but I'm like, yo, you going out in public and like you like in your mid 30s, early 40s or whatever, and you choose to wear Skechers as your outfit. I'm like, all right, bro, what's going on, bro? What's up? Let's go get this.
It depends. Now you get Skechers is crazy, Cam. I know. Yeah, that's sneakerhead Cam right there. So he would. even know. But still, like you never know.
I used to work in a sneaker store. Like I used to recommend Skechers for people. Like, oh, you stand up on your feet. Yeah, get the
Hey,
Skechers.
time out. I know there's some players right now that got a Skechers deal. So you about to get on them?
Yes. Skechers. Like, okay.
Wait.
I'm not mad. Chase the bag. But I'm like, Skechers? All right. Okay. Okay. They said that's what LeVar Ball want to get when him and Lonzo were covered out. Like, they won't get the Skechers. They'll start crying.
Hey, yo, wait a minute. Okay, so these are your Sketcher athletes.
Who are the Skechers athletes? I'm actually curious.
Your Sketcher athletes are Joel Embiid.
Oh, I thought he was Under Armour.
I thought he was Under Armour too, but apparently,
oh my god,
he might have signed with. I thought he was New Balance at one point, but you know, I'm a fact check that Joel Embiid.
I could have swore he was Under Armour.
Nah, so it's really him, Julius Randle, Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, and Jabari Walker.
Julius Randle having a Sketcher year is actually ironic.
It's kind of crazy that I think about it. Let's see, Joel Embiid.
He might have a Skechers. I mean, maybe he left the other sneaker because I feel like it was even Under Armour and New Balance, like you said. It was one or the other. Because I truly believe when he first came out, he had an Under Armour deal.
I'm trying to see.
But how do we get here?
Skechers is his thing. Yeah. That's just. I'm not gonna lie. The shoe don't look bad, but it's just.
I just like, yo, if you walk up to a store looking for Skechers at a certain, like, if you're not old or like you ain't looking for like something like to help with your feet when you work, I'm not gonna, I'll excuse it, but bro, it's like if I walk in there, I say I need some Skechers, bro. Can you help me out? I would want like someone to slap me upside the head, like, no, go get yourself some Nikes or Adidas or something. Or New Balances. Don't get your ass some Skechers, bro. Skechers.
I gotta show what the Skechers at least look like. Like look at that.
No wonder his knees give out.
Yeah, come on, man. It's the low cut joints too, bro. Like that's just not. Come on, bro. I'm not saying look at these. Like, come on, these some Curry joints right here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I like the Curry sneakers, bro.
These is nice. Like these is fire. Like, what happened with them? Go back. Go back.
Go back.
Go back. Maybe that was. Then again, that could have been his knee problem too. But look, maybe it's more sturdier for his feet. Give him more. It helps his knee.
Go back is hilarious.
It's just design. You know, used to work at a sneaker.
I'm not big on the Skechers designs. I'm not. They designs look like that. Oh, that Nike shoe that all the dads be wearing at the cookout. I mean, you become a dad, you get that one Nike shoe.
I used to sell that shoe so much at Dick's Sporting Goods, bro.
I used to sell that shoe a lot at Finish Line. All the dads used to buy that shit. No, as soon as they try to say, oh yeah, I'm buying this. They was like, come on, white with. I was like, yo, this is so disgusting, bro.
Nah, bro. Like,
it's a dad trend. It's a dad trend sneaker, but it is what it is. All right, how do we get here? All right, what were we talking about prior? Because we about to wrap it up. We at the 50-minute mark.
I guess we were talking about
Desmond Bain.
Desmond Bain. Yeah, we were talking about the Desmond Bain trade.
Yes.
All right, let's rank it before we get to the Ace Bailey stuff. What do we rank it straight on a scale of 1 through 10? What do we give Orlando and what do we give Memphis?
I give Orlando a B, solid B. Okay. If I give Memphis a question mark because I have no clue what's going on.
Okay,
a question mark.
If this goes in the right direction that I think it goes, I give this an A for Orlando. Still feel like they need one more thing. I don't know what it is, but I give this an A for Orlando, not an A minus. Actually, yeah, A minus. I give it an A minus for them. And then for Memphis, I give them like you got KCP.
Yeah, but like
you got a vet on the team. That's why I'm just happy. But yeah, you finally got a vet.
And you think a team will pull a bunch of YNs gonna listen to the vet?
This is a dude that was playing with his ankle monitor on. You better listen to him. Like, you're like, Ja, there's nothing you can tell me, bro. I was on house arrest still getting buckets in LA. So like, that's why I gotta give this like at least a D plus C minus. Because you got a vet. That was the main thing this team needed was a vet. If you get a vet on the team, then maybe the dynamic might change. Maybe they're not like what they were last year. Maybe they could be in a 6th seed. Because remember, they just happened. There was a 5th.
It was the 5th seed or 6th seed before Ja got hurt, and then when Ja went down, they fell down and just collapsed. So
And then remember,
again, we'll see.
Jackson was out for the season. Like that was their complement backup point guard. So like I give him like I said, D plus C minus.
I mean, again, we don't know the direction. We don't know what they're going to do with the 4 unprotected. So maybe they might start getting pieces through the draft, or they might start trading to get some assets and players in. So who knows? You want to talk about the draft player, the lottery pick that's been acting up kind of crazy, or look kind of not acting up, but kind of been moving different.
Well, I've been hearing a lot of noise from just hearing about it in general. Like a lot of people are saying, well, people, if you guys don't know, a top prospect in Ace Bailey coming out of Rutgers, he was scouted as one of the best prospects in this.
He's looking at he's a top 5 pick. He's a top 5 pick
behind Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, who was also who's considered a top 5 pick, who was his not backcourt, but his teammate at Rutgers University. And
shot Rutgers
is like it.
People canceled all team meetings.
You said what? Yeah, he hasn't seen no teams at all. None whatsoever. Mind you, the guy. If you see his play, Ace Bailey is a project player. He has the potential to be one of the best players in the draft, right behind Cooper Flagg. To be honest, because Cooper is already like ready as it is, and Cooper's potential is still growing. Yeah, but if you talk about a project player, in order to like you see the potential of him being like a superstar, that's what you see in Ace Bailey. But the way that he's approaching it has not been rubbing people the right kind of way. You know what I'm saying? It's been, oh man, it's just people are questioning why he hasn't done any draft workouts. He doesn't meet with any of the teams. Some people they're saying he's throwing his life away. He thinks he's bigger than what he's supposed to be.
I will have to hit up Chris to get more details on it. I just knew a little bit about it. I just knew about him calling out missing with the team, which is not out of the ordinary. I mean, Lonzo did it. Bronny did it, but we already knew who was drafting them. We don't know who's drafting Ace Bailey yet, right? And you're top 5 pick and you're not doing interviews. If I'm a GM, I'm kind of looking at that like that's not a good sign. I'm not saying your stock going to fall. I'm not going to say your stock going to fall. He still could be a high draft pick or first round draft pick, but it's not a good sign because it's like, why are you not here? First impressions make the best impression.
Looking at the standpoint of him not wanting to go to the teams that are in the lottery, because now he's not going to be able to because nowadays these guys that get drafted, they're handed the keys to the franchise, and he wants to be able to have the keys.
And the Sixers were the ones that was projected to draft him.
Exactly, but they're not looking to give him the keys to the franchise. They want him to at least learn and develop.
But that's all players. That's all players. Most of these players coming in are not going to get keys to the franchise anytime soon.
But look at some situations that actually did happen. Look what Paolo got. No.
I'm not saying that's all players like for every situation. I'm just saying for when I say all players, like no player coming into this draft is getting keys to the franchise. Every team they're going to draft already has a key holder. So maybe future, you might be the future key holder, but right now you're not. And if Philly drafts him, you still not, because Embiid there, Tyrese Maxey is going to be there. Tyrese Maxey, I'm gonna tell you, Tyrese Maxey is the key holder that franchise.
Like, well, they're looking at who's the key? I mean, right now he doesn't want to go to the Hornets. He doesn't want to go to the
LaMelo Ball.
You don't want to play with LaMelo because you know why? Because then you got Brandon
Miller.
Yeah, Brandon Miller down there, who actually is really good, and he's going to develop into his 3rd year. He's stacking up.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're risking dollars because you want to be the number 1 guy. You're not going to be the number 1 guy unless you go to like maybe Brooklyn or Utah.
But that's the thing. That's where he wants to go. You know, so like if I could tell you anything out the top 3, look at NBA draft. I'll tell you right now. Anything outside of the top 3. Whatever, NBA draft.
I don't think that's good, bro. That's not a good mentality to have. Like, I want to come in and be the number 1 guy. I think you got. I know he got talent. I've seen him play. He has definitely good talent. But for the come in and say I want to be the number 1 guy, bro, you're going to. That you need. Dog. I'm not trying to be mean, but like, you need to develop. Take Philly, which I think is a great spot for him. You got 2 vets in Joel and Paul George. You got homeboy from Toronto, who's the head coach. Help me out. What's his name? Because I'm having a brain fart right now.
And you say homeboy from Toronto, that's the head coach?
Yeah. God dang it, bro. Come on.
He has a very foreign name. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh my God. Come on, how do I not know this, bro? My brain's killing me right now. I can't think of it.
He's Darko. There we go, Coach Darko. Because I can't. Darko.
Darko is it Darko?
Rajakovic.
Yeah, Darko. I think you could learn behind him. Tyrese Maxey there. You could develop still with Tyrese Maxey because who's already.
I'm so sorry. You're talking about Nick Nurse. Good Lord.
Yes, I was like, why you give me Darko?
I thought you were talking about the actual Raptors head coach.
No. Even if he goes to Raptors, you got homeboy up there, Scotty Barnes,
and Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, so you're not anywhere you go. You're not getting the key. So if your mentality is, I want to be the number one guy, I want the key to the franchise type shit, you're not getting that, bro. You're not getting that. So now you're hurting your draft stock acting like this. So I need you to pull your head out your ass. I'm dead ass. Because shout out Rutgers, bro. I got friends that went to Rutgers. One that was already in this chat. My boy Chris.
Shout out to Chris.
Who watched them play, who he was on this show. Mm-hmm. We'll probably try to get him for next week when we'll talk about the draft and stuff. Mm-hmm. But take your head out your ass. Do these team interviews. Get drafted, celebrate an accomplishment that many, many, many people don't get the experience in their lives
at all.
At all. And you a lottery pick at that. And get your bag. And then learn, study, watch film, develop, and then we'll have to talk. But right now, I feel like you're acting like a little spoiled brat.
But then again, this will also be like how I'm looking at it is the fact that he's trying to put himself in a position like he's doing this on purpose so his draft stock can fall, so he can go to that team that he really wants to.
And then what? Then what? You're gonna go to that team that's gonna be trash for the next 6-7 years. Even with you there, they ain't gonna get any better. They still gonna be trash, and you're gonna ass out. We've seen this story.
But if it's a Paolo situation? But if it's a Paolo situation to where I know he's not the number one pick, but what if it's a situation where he can develop and eventually get this team to be where it needs to be?
Then I'll eat crow. Then I'll show up and eat crow. But not every situation gonna be Paolo.
So let me tell you this at least. I'll give you the
like you Paolo had good management and team building around it to help him.
That's also very true too.
Just because you get drafted to the location and gonna give you the keys to franchise don't mean that's gonna be the best run organization. Look at Brooklyn.
Look at the options we're looking at right now. We have the 5th pick in the Utah Jazz. You got the 6th
he will be the number one option there.
Washington Wizards.
Jordan Poole.
New Orleans, the Pelicans. Well, Zion. Brooklyn,
he could be number one option.
Toronto.
Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram.
I'm not even gonna say anything about Houston. Portland. Maybe Chicago. But Chicago not even looking at
Kobe White. Nah, Kobe White.
Use Ace Bailey as a piece. Use Ace Bailey as a piece.
But you're saying he wants the keys. He wants to be the dude. That's what you're saying to me.
Yeah, he do. He wants the keys.
But you're not because Kobe White's there.
Then you got Sacramento. And then the last one is San Antonio. So I mean, his options literally, if he doesn't go to Utah
or Brooklyn.
Maybe
who in Portland? Who Portland got right now outside of DeAndre Ayton?
That's their best.
Yeah.
And no. Yeah. And what's his name? Scoop.
Oh yeah, Scoop Henderson. Yeah, Scoop Henderson.
So it really depends, man. Like I said, I feel like this could be the reason why he's doing this for his draft stock, but at the same time,
I think you're risking a good opportunity for yourself, bro. Because again, I think Philadelphia's a great opportunity. Again, it's just Embiid's riddled with injuries, but at the end of the day, they still got a great developmental system down there. Just Tyrese Maxey is the legit proof of that, bro.
Yeah,
Tyrese Maxey came out of nowhere and drafted by Philadelphia and emerged into a all-star, who is now emerging as into a superstar.
Mm-hmm. And it's really like. It's not ridiculous. How what's the call used to say back in the day? It's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. I forgot who said the meme, but it's like it's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous now.
Oh, DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins. Oh yeah. This one he had went off for like 50, and they still wasn't.
It was Boogie. Yeah, Boogie. Yeah, Boogie did said that. I was one like, I know who said that. It was Boogie. It was Boogie.
Yeah, shout out Bugs too, man. Shout out Bugs. Yo, that Thunder, man.
Yeah, you can't be fighting fans. I know, but you can't be fighting fans, Book.
Yeah, nah, not, especially not in another country, dog. Like
You can't be fighting fans, bro.
Like I get it, but then again, the fan was out of pocket too. And if
no, he definitely. I'm not. I get it too. The fan was definitely out of pocket, but you still can't fight, bro, because that's a lawsuit coming down right there.
I mean, bro, you put your hands right into the guy's face doing the middle finger, like it's kind of like you're insinuating.
Yeah.
And again, at the same time, you make millions, so you gotta take that.
You costing yourself advertisements and all that, and possibly a chance to come back into the league. So the league's gonna look at that and say we don't want that. Our team's gonna look at that and say, we don't want that. Yeah, and I think Boog should definitely be back in the league, bro.
He definitely should be.
And like Boogie was him before all them injuries hit him.
Thank you. Before there was a Joel Embiid. Before there was
Boogie was Joel Embiid before Joel Embiid.
Before there was a Jokic. I mean, he wasn't Jokic. Don't get it wrong.
He wasn't Jokic. He was not Jokic. He was tough. Him and Anthony Davis, bro. We never really saw the potential of that team.
No,
we never saw the potential of that team, bro.
And oh my gosh, bro.
That Pelican squad,
that freaking team, bro.
We never saw the true potential of that team, man. I promise you. I tell people, bro, Boogie didn't get hurt. That team would have been scared. That team might have been in the finals in the next couple of years.
That would have been one of the scariest teams in the NBA. All they needed was just shooters around them and defenders.
Yeah.
You had the perfect point guard, the perfect power forward, and
my stress ball inflated.
What's going on, bro?
Oh no, I just been dealing with stress. I play a lot of fighting games. Stress.
It deflated. Might need a new option, bro.
I gotta buy a new one. So
I remember I made one at school and it actually mine burst too, but I was mad when it burst because then it got messy after. It was like clay and shit after. I was mad.
I just lost some air, so and I don't know I can't find a hole to put the air back in, so I'm about to just throw it out. Pause. That was crazy. All right, we about to wrap it up. We at the hour mark, man. What time is it? 7. The game about to come on the next hour. Yeah, Any show we want to wrap it up and send the good people on out of here.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another live show with ATB. With your host, ATB Josh, ATB Show. We definitely love and appreciate every single time that you guys do tune in, and we love doing this with every single week. We're also going to get back to the recording ones, but like I said, we're going to save that for more of a special time to do that frame. Next week, the NBA draft. We're going to figure out whether we're going to do that on a Thursday where we'll recap what happened in the draft, or we could go specially live on that Wednesday during the draft. Because I think it's a Wednesday or a Thursday that draft is going to happen. The 25th. What day is the 25th?
25th. That is, oh dang, I can't pull up my calendar. That's a Wednesday.
Wednesday, all right. So, and then round 2 would begin on Thursday. Okay, so weird. If we wanted to tune in for round 2, then round 2 would be also on Thursday as well too. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to tune in for that. So, we'll definitely be covering the draft, talking about the prospects that happened. The verdict of the NBA Finals would definitely be over by then. Maybe we might see another trade if the Magic just happen to have something up their sleeve. We don't know what's going to happen to KD. It's a lot of things that can go on, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, thank you for tuning in to another episode or another live episode of After the Buzzer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It is your host, ATB Show, aka Show Diggity, aka Show, what you want to call it. And then I got my main man, ATB Josh, who's always going to be in the building. Don't forget to go and follow him on Twitch when he does go live. Follow him on Twitter. Josh, I'll go follow the Afro Anime Podcast.
Yeah.
You black, you like anime, you want to hear brothers talk about anime or just fuck around all the time, go to that podcast. Wait, hold up. Go to that podcast. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely, it's a good listen. Trust me. Me and my homie, we tuned into it the last episode I did. I was like, these motherfuckers are stupid.
we be having a good time. We'll be back next week for a new episode too. So right now we're just catching up and just finishing anime. But yeah, like I said, ATB Josh, ATB Show, man. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. My boy Chris, Rod, Cam, all y'all in the chat. If we got the name anybody, apologies, but we always appreciate the love and support from the basketball ATB community. And we out of here.
Go. See y'all next week.